Alright. Yep, alright. I'm late. I'm late for an important date. No, goodbye. Time to say goodbye. Hello, goodbye, because I'm late. I'm late. And I am indeed late. Later than I usually am for my broadcast today, folks. Sorry about that. Appointments that need to be kept had to be kept. So, here I am. Alright. Greetings and salutations, Streamland! Let's get to it. We gotta skip the pleasantries. Of course, I'm gonna give you folks you fine folks a moment to actually get yourself in order. In the meantime, yours truly plans on, Actually, I don't know what I'm planning on now at this point. 9-second cooldown. Wait, what is Tenacity Millith's? Tenacity Millith. It's for 3 seconds, so yeah, that's not gonna work that way. I mean, the HP scaling was the only part that makes it somewhat work for him. But at that point, you kind of just go with the no HP scaling. You go on with your artifacts and such. Alright, well, if that's the case, then the next question becomes, what? Wait, what do I have on him again? I mean, it's not going to be this right here, because this is just because of the HP scaling as well. This will be 20 seconds. What's your cooldown for your burst? 20 seconds or something like that? So yeah, at least 3-second downtime on attack bonus, I guess. I mean, if you really want to not help his personal damage at all, makes sense. Alright. Man, because he does deal damage. So there's that. That's the reason why I even bother with the nip stream, honestly. Let's just use him for his utility with this thing right here. Makes sense. Alright. Wish they would have made this trigger from both swirl and and hydro reactions. Limits him too much to a particular party, especially considering he's supposed to be the deacon for the Anima Archon. You figured he at least would have some interaction with Swirl. No, sir. Missed opportunity, Mihoyo. Missed opportunity. Alright. Oh wait, what was I at? By the way, the increased attack and stuff was fine for this one. Oh, let's see here. So, wait, where's she at? There she is. Let me go ahead and start leveling up some of this stuff. There. Not that elemental mastery matters for her at the slightest. Especially if you're going to put her in a freeze team. The only thing for elemental mastery effects as far as the freeze reactions are concerned is the shatter reaction, if you can call it a reaction. And that only happens if you hit a frozen enemy with a blunt object. So there's the with a claymore or any attack that is considered blunt damage. Anyways. Okay, that's it for now. That gives it better stats to work with for the moment. Wow, 15k HP. How much is his? Okay, close enough. Something more as it should be for his. Oh, wow, her. She's fragile, folks. Fragile. Slightly better defense, but definitely fragile. Okay, dokie. Alright, now that everyone's probably gathered around enough, let me get started on it then. Go to quest. Boom. Alright, well. Go to here. I think it probably might be the closest place to the... oh, which reminds me. Let me go grab myself some new water. BRB, folks. I can use the restroom too while I'm at.
Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration.
Get this story,
Even the most
cutscenes going, so that way I can
ingredients
eat
can
my
produce
lunch.
astounding flavor. But
Oh, shit.
unlocking
Left
that
it in
potential
the
takes a
bathroom.
keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's see here. And then... Alright. Go to the academia, huh? Okay, maybe I might want to reconsider where I teleported to. Oh, wait, that was the guy who made Bone Collector, I think that one is? That was an excellent manga. I'm surprised it didn't get, you know. Alright. Oh, so that is the fastest way to get to academia. I should have known. Alright, folks. Anyways, eating.
We haven't been back to the academia in a while. It hasn't changed much, has it? since we've got some time, want to go to the house of Dana? Paimon wants to do some reading! Ha! So you noticed! Well, you're too late. The Paimon you know and love is no more. You're looking at Paimon Plus, a new and improved treasure trove of travel know-how. Paimon Plus would like to find some new books to peruse. A gracious traveler like yourself wouldn't leave her companionless on her quest, right? Come on, this way! Oh hey! It's Kale and Cyrus! Wonder what's going on. Let's go see! Well, you know what they say? Learning is a lifelong quest. Which means there's always another chance to read a book. But you never know when the next chance to reunite with an old friend will come along.
Or to catch up on gossip. You know how it goes, folks. Anyways.
Traveler, Paimon? You're back in Sumeru?
Oh, hello, you two. It's been a while. Looking to spend time with some old friends?
Yep. We saw some familiar faces, so we came to say hi.
Ho ho! Excuse you, associating me with that woman. And if you're going to remember me that way, you should at least mention my tomato growing skills.
So he's mad about the Zaha Hadid part, and not the old man part?
Well, Paimon's glad to see you in such good spirits, Cyrus. Must mean things are all good here in Sumeru.
Ah, well, it's quite all right. I'm not the type to take offense at that kind of thing.
You definitely are. Anyway, what were you and Kale chatting about just now? You definitely are.
Ah, that. Well, it was quite a spontaneous meeting. I was leaving the sage's office when I spotted Kole in conversation with a Mahamata, and it looked serious. I thought something bad might have happened, so I hurried over as soon as the conversation ended. But as it turns out, our Kole is moving up in the world. The academia even hired her as a consultant.
Wow! That's incredible!
Oh, it's nothing, really.
Look at that, so humble. Takes after me, she does.
Not at all. Not at all. No, wait. I didn't mean that to sound like I don't think you're humble, Mr. Cyrus, because of course you are. I just, Oh, well, I wouldn't even call myself a consultant. I'm just helping out. Now that the new semester has started, a lot of students and scholars are doing fieldwork for their research. But it can be dangerous for those who don't have a lot of experience in the wild. So, the academia is planning to establish an agency that provides guidance on outdoor survival and rescue for people who need it.
Oh, Paimon gets it! So, you're here to explain rainforest survival as a representative of the forest rangers.
Yeah, pretty much. Of course, when it comes to tips on deciphering mechanisms or defeating monsters, That's for people who are far more senior than me to handle. And speaking of which, since we're short on manpower, the person in charge at the academia said we're still accepting newcomers. If you're interested, you're welcome to join and share your insights.
Ah, seizing the moment. Well done, Cole. Recruiting someone as capable as the Traveler is a great idea. Oh, and just between the four of us, the academia has set aside a generous amount of funding for this project.
Well, since Kali's thrown her hat in the ring, we should help out too. What do you say, Traveler?
Great! We're all supposed to meet up in Aru Village later, so I guess we'll regroup there. I was kinda worried, since Master Tainari isn't around to help this time, but now I feel much better!
Yeah! Even if you don't trust the Academia's eye for talent, you can trust ours for sure!
And mine, of course. I have as good an eye for people as I do for tomatoes.
Well, there you have it!
Thanks, everyone.
Oh, speaking of Tainari, how are things with him and the others?
Good, thanks. All the forest rangers are doing great. Oh, but Master Tainari did mention that Sino and Sethos were heading to Gandharvaville. I'm not sure if it's for work or something else.
Huh, knowing them, could just be to play some cards.
I'm not sure. Apparently Sethos is bringing someone else with him too. But with my academia commitment, I didn't have time to ask for more details.
Huh, well now Paimon's curious. Should we go check things out, Traveler?
That's true, and I'm sure they've missed you.
Now that is how it should be between friends. Getting together to play cards or enjoy a meal. Yet here I am, stuck with Nephis, who only ever calls to talk about research. Well, I won't delay your reunion any longer. Until next time.
Goodbye, Mr. Cyrus. Take care.
The voice actor
All right,
sounds vaguely familiar
I
for
should probably
Cyrus.
get going too.
I'm not sure why.
See you later, guys. Come find me in Aru Village when you're ready.
Looking forward to seeing you shine, Kali.
Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration.
Tainari's place. Tainari's place. Ah! Here it is! Sino! Sethos! Looks like the whole gang's here. Oh, and Layla's here too! But, oh, she doesn't look too good. Did something happen?
Ah, Paimon, Traveler. It's good to see you. I'd welcome you like a proper host, but I'm a bit busy at the moment. Apologies. No need to look that worried. My observations indicate Miss Layla's condition has improved quite a bit. There's no danger to her mind. She's just fatigued and needs some rest. Excuse me for a moment while I blend some calming incense. I'll let you two explain the situation.
Well, her condition would better have improved, considering we took her to Mizuki to get some much needed sleep therapy done, you know?
All right. What happened was, Sethos and a few members of the Temple of Silence rescued Layla, who was out in the desert trapped in a state of delirium.
She had to be rescued? Oh, that sounds bad.
That's all you're gonna say about it, Sino? I mean, we don't want people jumping to conclusions.
That's all I can say about it. The person involved is unable to explain what happened to her, so we're limited in what we know.
Sorry. My head... still dizzy. The moons... Exactly how many are there?
She's been repeating that phrase over and over again, but she can't seem to remember what happened to her.
We tried a few things back at the Temple of Silence, but we couldn't recover her memories. Her symptoms are kind of similar to researchers in the Satyavada life state. So we brought her to Tainari to see if our veteran forest watcher had any other ideas.
Tainari is pretty much our last option, so let's hope he can help.
The good news is, even if restoring her memory is a no-go, we can help with the headache at least. Jer was in a similar state when we found him, delirious and mumbling to himself, but he's more or less back to normal now. Sorry, I should give you some context first, huh? We should let Miss Layla get some rest. Come with me, you two, and I'll introduce you to the other victim of this incident.
Good idea. I'll wait for Tainari here and keep an eye on our patient.
All right then, this way.
Something strange is going on.
Surely that little girl must be... How many mushrooms do I need to sell before I can buy a property in town? Yesterday...
Yeah!
Who did the Ajalenok not offend? I just don't get it.
Hey, Jer. Still musing about Aji Lainok nuts, huh? Want me to have Sino come over and tell some jokes? Might help distract you.
No. No need. I'm done. Oh dear. Another master of puns.
One of Sino's card buddies, actually.
I think I might just take that as my cue to head back to the desert.
Hold on. So, what's the deal with the Ashilenok nuts? Other than the bad Sino jokes.
We'll get to that. But first, introductions are in order. This is Jer, a member of the Temple of Silence. And you remember the Traveler, right, Jer?
Of course. I'd never forget a participant in the Rite of Duels or the hero who saved Sumeru.
Awesome. Could you go over what happened to you one more time, Jer? Our valiant hero is gonna help us get to the bottom of this. Might as well join since you're here, am I right? Just hear him out. You're gonna want to uncover this mystery once you do. I'd bet on it.
Well, I was on an expedition in the desert not too long ago when I got caught in some quicksand. Later, it became obvious it wasn't normal quicksand because instead of sinking to my death, I fell into an undiscovered ruin. In my panic, arms and legs flailing about, I suspect I touched some things I shouldn't have. Because in that brief moment, an enormous amount of information came surging into my mind. I would hesitate to even call it knowledge, because my brain had no capacity to process the information. To use an analogy, it would be like trying to stuff thousands of Agelenok nuts into a small water skin without it bursting. Sorry again with the Agelenok nuts, I know.
It's fine. We're getting to that part of the story anyway.
True. Well, just as I was on the verge of madness, a single phrase broke through the storm of thoughts in my head. It was a man's voice saying, "Don't eat Agelenok nuts."
What?
I know it's hard to believe, but that's what happened. I was saved by the phrase, "Don't eat Agelenok nuts." I'm not sure. I'm not even certain it was a man's voice. It's hard to remember now that I've been repeating it so much myself. Anyway, the good news is I no longer feel like my head is going to explode. Of course, the bad news is that phrase has been stuck in my head for the past few days.
Wow. But doesn't it have the opposite effect? Like, the more you say don't eat it, the more you want to eat it?
Yes, that's exactly right. Whoever the voice belongs to, I don't know what his deal is with those nuts.
Well, the world's a big place. There's bound to be people who don't like sweet stuff.
I suppose. Strangely enough, I'm starting to think the voice belonged not to a man, but a cat.
A cat? How?
That's the question, isn't it? What would a cat be doing in an abandoned ruin like that? Just as my mind was reaching its breaking point, I could have sworn I heard the sound of a cat guiding me to exit. But when I came to, all I saw was endless desert, and Sethos shaking me in a desperate attempt to wake me up.
I'll admit, it was pretty terrifying seeing you like that. Staring off into space and mumbling about Agelenok nuts.
You sure don't sound terrified.
Sorry. It's not that I don't care. It's just kind of hard for rambling about Agelenok nuts to sound menacing. Now, what Layla was saying, on the other hand, that is much creepier. Exactly. The unknown is what breeds fear. Agelenok nuts are familiar. But the moon suspended above us at night? That's about as foreign as it gets.
Well, we don't know that for sure. There could be a whole other world inside an Agelenok nut, with a moon of its own.
Huh. I guess.
Agelenok nuts are not to be underestimated.
Right, yeah, of course. Won't catch me disparaging the mighty Agelenok nut. No, sir.
Huh. So, a similar thing happened to Layla then?
Yeah, I think so. I was in a hurry to rescue Jur, so I put a marker on the incident site so we could go back and investigate. When his condition stabilized, we doubled back around to check and... Exactly. Multiple victims with the same symptoms at the same location. It wasn't hard to conclude that something is seriously wrong with that place. So, after we got Layla out of there, I had the Temple of Silence put up a warning sign at the scene and send patrols to watch the area. Speaking of, Sino, Tainari, and I are going to head back there and investigate once Layla is stable. So, as per usual, you're here just in time. That's for sure. But there's another reason I want Sino and Tainari involved in this. Because the story doesn't end there. Right, Jer?
Oh, yes. Where was I? The Ajalenok nuts butted in and I... Right. Yes. The cat. As I followed the cat noises, the
Alright,
voice
there
said
we
something
are.
else.
Got my lunch ate, finally.
So,
Okay, half
there
hour.
are those from Tula who still endure. I thought that was strange, of course, because, well, was the voice referring to me? Records of my ancestry are rather sparse, so I'm not sure if my bloodline even traces back to that place.
Tula. I'm not sure where the hell that's at.
That's right. The Temple of Silence's
Oh yeah, that's
place of
right. I still
origin.
haven't done Sethos' character story yet.
And the home of Tainari's
Eventually I
people.
will.
Plus, Hermanubis, who Sino and I both share a connection to, was one of the city's founders. As the temple's current leader, if something strange happens in the desert, it's my job to get to the bottom of it. But it turns out, a lot of people have a horse in this race. And I'm not leaving any of them out. See? Knew you'd join. But yeah, that's all we know about Jer's situation.
Okay,
Tainari
is there
should be
anything
done on
else,
his
though?
end.
As for
Let's
the
head
number
back
of
and check on
moons,
Miss Layla.
as for the number of moons, of course, we know there's more than one. Or used to be. If she's on patrol, she must have left in a hurry. Look at the notebook. That flower is seems wilted. Like I said, pardon me.
How are you feeling? But don't speak if it's too taxing.
It's fine. I'm much better now, thanks. I feel like I haven't slept in 2 days, so pretty much back to normal.
Whoa. That's your normal?
Traveler, Paimon, I thought I heard your voices earlier. Oh, and, I'm sorry.
Huh? You don't have to apologize. You didn't do anything wrong.
No, I just mean, I think I'm about to disappoint you. My head was kinda muddled earlier, but I still heard your conversation. I know you're trying to figure out what happened to me, and I want to help. But, I really don't remember anything.
Poor girl.
Does your head still hurt?
No, I feel fine. The incense you made helped a lot. I'm still hearing those words in my head, but other than that, I'm okay.
Time to clean my plate.
It's just, all I remember are those words. Everything else is a total blank. One moment I was heading to the stargazing point I'd calculated, and the next, I was on my back in the sand. The same phrase playing over and over again in my mind. How many moons are there in the sky?
Sethos, did your friend Jur suffer from memory loss too?
Not really. His memories are blurry, but there aren't huge gaps like this. He remembers touching something. Someone talking, a voice mentioning Tula, and hearing a cat lead him to the exit.
A cat.
Did you hear it too?
Huh? Now that you mention it, I think so. It was so soft. I thought I was imagining things.
Which means, at the very least, what the two of you experienced while escaping the ruin is consistent. A single sentence repeating in your heads, and the faint sound of a cat.
Still not a lot to go off of.
Agreed.
Oh, is your head hurting again, Layla?
The plot thickens, so to speak.
No, I was just thinking. Maybe my memories are blank because I was sleepwalking at the time. Sometimes, my friends and classmates tell me about things I don't remember doing, or places I don't remember going. I don't talk about it a lot because, well, I don't even know how it happened. But I don't want my personal circumstances clouding your judgment. So I just
Sorry about that, folks.
wanted to mention that.
Ah, I see. Well, thank you for telling us. But I don't think we need to dwell on that for now. We're gonna check out the site of the incident for ourselves, so that should help us come to our own conclusions.
Okay. Then could I come too? I have to know what happened to me back there.
Sure, but on one condition. You need to be in tip-top shape before we head out. If your condition isn't stable enough before then, we'll have to figure out something else.
Of course. No problem.
Well, I'm more concerned about Tainari. You sure you'll be alright in the desert?
You say
I
that like
forgot
I'll
he doesn't like
evaporate
it.
on first contact with sand or something. Call it curiosity. If this concerns my ancestors, I want to figure out what's going on. Anyway,
Forgot
as
the
long
sand
as I
in the
take
dry
things slow when
air
the sun's
tends to
out,
bog
I
his
should
ears,
be
if I'm
fine
right.
with the right preparation. Besides, it's a good idea to have a doctor on hand in case of emergencies.
So long as our doctor doesn't become the emergency.
Well, if that happens, I suppose I'll just have to rely on the kindness of my entourage to haul me back home.
All right, well, that all sounds good to me. Let's meet in 2 days like we agreed.
Sothos finds a map and marks the location for you.
Jer and I are gonna head back to the Temple of Silence to do some research in the meantime. See you in a couple days.
Gonna try to get through
Sounds
as
good.
much of this as possible for today, folks, because I also got a little bit of Triple Z's event
What
for
about you, Layla?
or
If you
event
feel
slash
like you need
story
more rest, we can
agent
arrange
story
a
to
room
do
for you to stay in.
that I need to finish up on. I want you folks to be there to watch it
no
with me.
need.
So yeah,
I've asked enough of you as it is.
so hopefully I can get all of it done,
Besides,
most of this
I
done today
feel
and a little bit
lot
tomorrow, and then
better.
finish the rest of that
I
Triple Z
should
stuff
make it
tomorrow
back
as
to my
well.
dorm, no problem.
You sure? Don't push it too hard, or you might end up sleepwalking along the way.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I have other things I need to do anyway. Like letting my advisor and classmates know that I'm fine, adjusting my stargazing schedule, things like that. If I don't get it all done, I doubt I'll be able to sit still, let alone stay here and get some rest.
I'm not so sure that's... a much better idea. Thank you, Traveler. Of course, if anything starts to feel off, come back for a checkup right away.
You'd better listen to him, Layla, or he'll feed you tasteless slop as a punishment.
Punishment? You're the one who caught a cold. You're supposed to eat light when that happens. Besides, with your nose stuffed up like that, you couldn't taste anything to begin with.
Huh. Is that so?
Says, is that how taste
And here
works?
I thought it was an
I thought it wasn't.
taste-to-no issue.
Should have seen that coming. You're off the clock, so now it's time for puns, huh?
Oh, brother,
Pretty
not
much.
this again.
Don't worry, Paimon. I understand. If you want me to stop, then
Then?
you'll have to call a plumber. Tell them someone's gotta pipe down.
His puns are awesome. I gotta love
This
it.
is getting more insufferable by the second. Put a sock in it already, please.
One second coming up right now.
Paimon's done with this game. You win, okay? Let's just get out of here. Please.
I'll keep Layla safe and Paimon mentally sound.
All right, you stay safe. I'll try to stay sane.
Sino's getting better at his puns. Gotta love it.
It seems your jokes have improved with practice, Traveler.
Happy about that?
Absolutely. Finally, someone to share the load.
You know what? Kale's helping out the academia, but I haven't had the chance to check on her. Why don't you do me a favor and go do that?
Hold on. I thought you were having me over for dinner.
Now after that joke pops. It's kind of what I was expecting him to say, honestly.
Surely that little girl.
Oh, wrong one. No, and since I'm here, why not? Alright, switch up my party a little bit. Alright. Let me resonate with Dendra then. Alright. Probably one of my least strongest, oh, I do have some constellations here. I didn't think I did. I wonder what my other constellations are for my other elements. And so unfortunately you can't check that, sadly, folks. Make it easier to do my stuff with it. My whole works with him. Alright, pardon moi. Alright, who in Sam Hill should I pick for his teammates? I guess we'll figure that part out later. But first I need a healer. I guess Jensen would do. Probably.
Let's get started.
Now I need a Hydro character. Oh, right. Any Pyro characters that actually heal for a second? I think there's only 2 of them that does? That's right. Chevrolet and Bennett are the only 2 Pyro healers. Crap. Alright, let's go with that.
You want me on your team?
Still, I can't do it without a Hydra character, so that still doesn't matter. Alright. So many characters I could choose from to actually do this. I mean, there's Farina, honestly, she can heal. Most people don't use her for healing. Actually, almost no one uses her for healing. Kokomi. Barbara. Sijun. I mean, technically, Xingqiu can too, but most people don't use him for that either. Cracker Jacks. Don't get on, I love my Farina, but let's give me who I have yet to use all that much in the last bit. Barbara.
We can do this.
You're good. Barbarian. Ba. Anyways, yeah, that works. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my
Add astro
materials while I'm at it, at least. Ah, right. Who am I supposed to look for again? Kali, I think?
Moons. Azulinoc nuts. Moons. Azulinoc nuts. Are the moons going nuts? Oh no! Looks like Paimon's caught the brain bug too! She can't stop thinking about those two things! Oh, Paimon's
One wonders why.
But how?
More puns, that's how.
Got it! The cafe over there! Why don't we head over for a quick pick-me-up?
Something's up with Layla.
Sorry. I feel kinda tired all of a sudden. Wait! Is it because of all Paimon's money?
Should have at least a little bit of voice for the traveler when he's
Sorry.
inner monologue.
The coffee will be Paimon's treat, okay? Hey! You make it sound like Paimon's stingy or something! Well, she'll just have to show you her true colors. Yeah! Starting now! You sit tight and take care of Layla, traveler. Paimon's gonna get us some snacks and coffee. Be right back. Don't go anywhere in the meantime. She's pushing herself again as always.
Oh, Layla, I presume?
Saw right through me, huh? I apologize for the sudden emergence, but I didn't have any other options.
It's fine as far as I'm concerned. You're Layla as well.
Well, that's true. So, for our sake and your safety, allow me to fill in the gaps in her memory.
I knew you were in control when it happened.
That's right. Layla was already in bad shape, stressing about her new study topic, focusing
What
on
are you
the
doing,
stars
Sky?
instead of her surroundings.
Silly little dog.
By the time she realized the danger she was in, it was too late.
My silly little doggy, what you doing?
Viewing spot? Wasn't expecting that. Looks like Layla's been under a lot of pressure
desert.
lately.
You would assume.
She hasn't been paying attention to her
Quicksand.
surroundings. But why would quicksand can lead to a place like this? Well, all in all, looks like a common desert ruin. Guess there's nothing to do but try to find a way out. Oh, Layla, what have you gotten yourself into this time?
What's she packing? Figured so. Figured so. Figured so for all that, folks. Figured so for all that. Or is that just my... Yeah, it's... Wait, that looks like it's mine. Mine? 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 Yeah, it is mine. Weird that. Huh, whatever.
I think this door can be opened using the device next to it.
Wait, what's that chime? That jingling noise. Oh, that's probably the little gold chain she's got on her bangles there. Is that, or those are bands? Oh, at least bands. I could say that for sure. Can't remember if those are technically called bangles or not, or bangles are a little bit cover a little bit more of the arm. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I memorized the different kinds of accessories that one can wear. Yeah,
Just
what?
like I thought.
Hi. I'm gonna get you. Want me to play with you, huh? Oh. Hold on a second, guys. Give my doggy a little some lovin's. Hi. I know. I love you too. What you doing? How's it going, Sky? What you been up to, huh? You just going around having fun, huh? Taking the time to watch me broadcast and all that jazz? Oh, that was close. Alright, just want to make sure it was on. Then why the Sam hell is this not working then? Hold on. Alright, it should be charging now. Oh, sorry, girl. Alright. Onward.
What was that? My head. It hurts. Is Layla
Forbidden knowledge.
waking up? No, that's not it.
It's forbidden knowledge. I thought, Greta Lord Rukadavati or something like that. What was her name again?
What's going
Bueller.
on?
Basically,
Too much.
or took care of that issue.
I don't understand.
Unless this rune was exempted from that. Hey, look at that. The diagrams in our brain.
The ground
Looks like Chinese. Some of these look like a mix of Chinese and hieroglyphic symbols. Could be ancient Chinese symbols. Yeah, the whole space distorted like this. Yeah. Information overload to the brain. Which would definitely cause that nonsense.
How many moons are there in the sky? How many moons are there in the sky? Okay, information isn't rushing into my brain anymore. That's good. How many moons are there in the sky? My head hurts, but there are no more dark spots in my vision, and I can see in front of me. Still, how many moons are there in the sky? What's going on? The same thought keeps popping into my head. What does it mean? How many moons are there in the sky? Isn't there just one? A cat? I think there was one earlier, too. I'm not hearing things. It really is a cat. But what is it doing here? How many moons are there? No! Stop it!
Intrusive thoughts, folks. Intrusive thoughts.
Does it want me to follow its cries? Well, it's not like I've got other options. Come on, Layla. You can do this.
That's weird.
And so, I followed the cat's cries to find my way out. It was quite a kind creature. It didn't even leave until the other me started to wake up. Thinking back, it all started when I touched that device. I've heard fellow students talk about it before. How the desert is full of objects that do strange things. Sometimes it's just a minor inconvenience. But other times, devices like that can cause massive trouble.
I know exactly what you mean.
Of course. I forgot how much adventuring experience you have. Still, carrying an umbrella doesn't mean you can't get soaked, so just be careful and stay away from unknown devices.
There. That should do something about the sore spot on the roof of my mouth. Alright.
No need to thank me. You and Layla are about to head into dangerous territory together. You need to be safe so she can be safe. Well, I think that about sums it up. And just in time. Your coffee's here.
Traveler! A little help over here?
By the time Paimon makes herself useful. Seeing Paimon precariously try to keep her balance, you rush over to help her out. When you turn around, Layla's rubbing her eyes sleepily.
Did I fall asleep?
Paimon's an excellent hypnotist, puts people right to sleep.
Wow! Paimon didn't even know she had such an impressive skill. Does that mean since Paimon bought this coffee, it would just make you sleepier?
A beverage that puts people to sleep. Better saved for work hours, I think.
What? So you can nap on the job? Who does that? Huh? Oh.
Beep boop.
Beep boop. Oops. Oh, hey, Pave! Nice to see you. Oh, and you too, Marak.
Marak. This is turning into quite the gathering.
Sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything. Layla, you don't look so good. Is everything all right?
Oh, I'm fine. I was sleeping just now, so I'm still a bit...
Ah, I see. And we woke you, didn't we? I'm sorry. We shouldn't have been so loud.
No, No, you didn't. I didn't mean it like that. Sorry. Wait, where are you going? You just got here.
I'm going to do what I came here to do.
Which is?
Buy coffee beans.
Huh? You're going too? Marak! Fine. Run off with him. See if I care. Well, looks like I get you to myself.
Yep, looks like it, dude. Looks like it.
It's been a while, hasn't it? How have you been? So,
Same old,
a
same
busy
old.
life of adventuring for you, and a busy life of academics for Miss Layla, is that right? Oh, is something wrong?
Just a bit of trouble in the desert, that's all.
The desert's not always the friendliest place, that's for sure. And from the look on your faces, I'm guessing this problem's not resolved?
Correct.
Don't force yourself to talk about it, of course. But I've worked on several projects in the desert before, so if there's anything I can do to help, just say the word.
No, I don't have anything to hide. It's just complicated, so explaining might take time.
Well, lucky for us, I've got that in spades.
Yes, you have been quite sedentary recently.
Excuse me? I've been going
I
about
haven't heard
work
that
as
one in a long time,
normal, thank
sedentary.
you. And, might I add, you do way less work than me.
I do the amount of work that is required of me.
Yes, you and your stellar work ethic. The stuff of legends.
These two should just get a room already.
Now look what you've done. I've lost my train of thought. Where were we?
The problem in the desert.
Wait, you were listening earlier? Oh, we're giving the silent treatment now? Mature, very mature.
Continue, Miss Layla. I'm curious as to how this incident unfolded.
What did I tell you? This one doesn't have enough to do.
Alright, well...
You explain what happened. Of course, you leave out the part about the other Layla. Hearing the word quicksand, Kaveh begins to look troubled.
Could you still use some extra hands on this investigation team of yours?
Huh? You want to join, Mr. Kaveh?
That's right. I think my experience studying desert mausoleums could be of some use here. Al-Haytham's expertise in ancient languages could be helpful too. Besides, I consider you all to be my friends, and friends are supposed to help each other out.
Wait,
Well, Kaveh is an
I'm
architect
involved in this
expert.
now?
Oh, please, I know you. Half the battle was over the minute you said you were curious. We couldn't stop you from joining if we tried.
Well, you've got me there. Besides,
I swear it's like they're a married couple.
this suitcase of yours has been jumping at the chance to volunteer for a while now. I imagine
You imagine?
mechanical life forms might also feel homesick from time to time.
Huh. Now that you mention it, Marak's core was a component sourced from the desert.
That could prove useful.
Indeed. Not sure how, though.
You're sure you want to come with us? It could be dangerous.
Oh, I'm sure. All the more reason to recruit as much help as possible. It's important to count on friends at times like these.
Yeah, especially since Kaveh, when he was first released, accidentally blew up stuff in the world with his elemental skills. So there's that. Anyone's familiar with that bug? We'll be able to tell you all about it. Unfortunately, I never encountered that bug because if I remember, I didn't even get Kaveh when he first released. I didn't get him till his when you reran a couple of banners later or something like that.
Our pleasure. It's a plan then.
At least I think, or at the very least, I didn't have him ready for to do all that fun stuff with. You get Kaveh and I'll haste in the direction Seth has provided. You all chat for a while longer, and Layla's spirits are lifted.
All right, we'll head back to our place to get ready. This one hasn't been on a trip in a while. Chances are, he doesn't even remember how to pack a suitcase.
Why would you bring a suitcase out to the desert?
It'll get done. Somehow.
You just need
Would it
your essentials.
kill you to help every once in a while?
I do help. It's called moral support.
Oh, of course.
I knew that was
I'm
good.
ever so grateful.
Goodbye, you three.
We'll see you soon.
Well, everyone who doesn't actually chip in physically always say
Coffee beans. You were
moral
too
support.
busy glaring at all Hatham. You almost forgot them.
I don't even know how they understand what that thing's saying.
Well, we're pretty close to the academia now. I should be fine from here. Thanks for the coffee, Paimon. I feel much better now.
Coffee's great and all, but you need your sleep too, Layla.
Right. I'll follow the doctor's orders. Or try to, at least. With the blessing of the stars, I hope we all get a good night's sleep.
Act 1 complete. Act 2. Ticky tock, must get going with the clock. It comes with a nice little chime too. Cool. Alright, let's see what the third Sethos has in store for us out here in the desert. Swinging like I'm Tarzan. I almost said good Tarzan too, for that matter. It would have been just as equally hilarious if I'm being honest with you. Yay! Oh, it's a fox, I think. Probably. Don't know of any foxes that would be out in the desert. But it almost looks like a fennec fox.
Looking at the map, we should be getting close. Speaking of which, the closer we get, the more Paimon's heart feels like it's beating out of her chest.
2 cups of coffee, I'm still not feeling fully awake. Sadly. Kind of happens when you go to bed around 1 o'clock. I have to get up at 7 o'clock for an appointment. For a 9 o'clock appointment. Why? Because it's about roughly a half hour, 45-minute drive. That's why. Must just be years of excitement.
Excitement! Yeah, sure, that's it. Oh look, it's Tainari and the others. Everyone's here bright and early.
I must have set out last night.
Yeah, the desert's a pretty harsh environment. Better to travel at night and beat the heat.
This is true.
Hey everyone, we're here.
It's also when most of the
Right on time.
Most of the dangerous creatures actually come out at that time too, like scorpions. Looks like the desert's treating you okay so far.
You don't need to worry about me. It's not too hot yet, and I'm properly hydrated.
All right. We're just waiting on the 2 people Miss Layla mentioned, and then we'll be set.
What about Jer?
He's staying behind. If we don't make it back after a certain time, he'll be in charge of rescue operations.
You can count on me.
Nice! You thought of everything.
Oh, and Cyrus said he'll be in Aru Village, so he's also available if we need help.
Amazing! Having people to to watch her back is making Paimon a lot less nervous.
Did you get a good night's sleep, Leia?
Yeah, I did. After hearing about what happened, my advisor gave me some time off to rest. So, my studies are on hold for now.
Then, does your advisor know you're back in the desert to investigate?
Yes, but I was only allowed to come after I mentioned that General Mahamatra would be there too.
Quite the reputation you've got there, Sino.
As you should.
Something wrong? You haven't said a word this whole time. Are you in a bad mood or something?
No. Being skilled with words also means being a good listener. I'm just reflecting on what you're saying.
Oh, Hatham! Kaveh! Ha! Over here!
Right to the party they are.
Darn it. I was just setting up a brilliant...
Yeah. I'm sure you'll find another chance.
He's gonna make
thing is,
another
Our
pun.
scribe and our renowned architect are here at last.
High praise. But wait, why am I renowned and not him? He's just as famous as Sino, Dia, or Nilu.
That just means your level of fame is even greater. How could a lowly scribe hold a candle to you?
Wow.
Lowly scribe? Please.
Contrarian.
All those strings you pulled to get those new books from the House of Dana? What do you call that?
Borrowing. Anyone with an employee ID can do it.
Quite the when it comes to I hate him, he just likes to
The House
pick
of
words.
Dana bends over backwards for just anyone, does it?
Send a report to Lesser Lord Kusanali then. Let her know someone at the Academia is abusing their position.
Hey! I never said abusing!
Impressive verbal sparring, as always.
Beep boop, beep boop. Gotta love this little machine here. Don't even know. It doesn't. No translation
Hello
knows
to
what's
you too,
saying.
Marak. Well, looks like your assistant is raring to go, Kaveh. So, I say we get this show on the road. No sense delaying the inevitable.
True.
No need. We're in this together, remember?
Just go ahead.
Sure. This is the entrance, yeah?
Yes.
Perfect. Then, if we're all set, let's get moving.
Check. Danger quicksand, keep away. Alright, who do I bring with me? Actually, let's do it this way to keep it more in line.
Can't sleep? Let's go for a walk then.
Let's see here. How about set those? Where you at, my man? Oh, maybe he's in level. I forgot. Maybe he's at level 70. Some of them. I mean, most of my damage dealers are at level 70, so there's that. I just haven't got much of my support up to those levels just yet.
Bags packed and ready to roll.
Alright, I'll hate them, my boy. Where you at? Level 70 as well, isn't he? Yep.
How long will this require exactly?
Forgot what I had equipped on now. I hate them, to be honest.
Paimon's mouth is full of sand!
If this was quicksand, we would have struggled to breathe. No. I think this was regular sand, and we didn't sink into it. We fell through it. Into this place.
Agreed.
In other words, sounds like a you problem, Paimon.
Ha ha, very funny. No, wait, Paimon's the only one.
Right, quicksand actually is...
See?
If I'm right, quicksand is
I'm the
basically
only one with
a...
sand in my shoes? Yeah, right.
This place looks kind of familiar. If I'm right, quicksand is basically a huge sinkhole with sand on top of it. Well, looks like everyone made it here unscathed. Let's keep going. Where did I put my water bottle? Alright. As a matter of fact, let me see what artifact. I still got that set on him, don't I? Yep, that one too. Normally it would be a good idea to. I usually have that on him, but let's see if I could go with that for the moment. Well, Elemental Master would be necessary, or Energy Recharge would be necessary for this. I think if I'm right, wait, what's his, yeah, because it's 80 energy calls for that, and that's going to be a huge need for that. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to put in that whole reducing danger resistance. So I guess that's just gonna stay that way for now. For now. Keeping his generalist build. Oh yeah, oh, I forgot you even had this here, buddy. Wait, who else would this be good on, honestly? Yeah, I kind of figured as much. I thought there was someone who I wanted to put this on. I think it was I know, but I think there's gonna be something else I'm gonna put on her instead. Probably wasn't important. Oh, speaking of important, oh, dang it, that reminds me. Is there something else I'd rather put on her, though? You know, lines where it does nothing for her, unfortunately. I would use the black sword, but She doesn't do normal or charge attacks. Anyways, pardon me. Would be nice on Kachin. Well, Kachin could use this as well, but she doesn't need that energy recharge. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can get her for the moment. Nope. Alright. Just work it, boy. Work it, boy.
Monsters here? Sure didn't say anything about that.
Probably means he didn't run into any. Because we're just unlucky.
Not the best sign of what's to come.
He'll be fine. Let's just use up all our bad luck and we'll be golden. Give me some space.
Not sure what this hourglass right next to means. According to the other Layla, there should be a door nearby with a strange device in front of it. Ah, there it is. But the door is shut and the device seems to be of energy. In that case, it should be disabled. Good, at least we won't fall into the same trap. I should probably remind everyone not to touch anything though. Be careful everyone, don't run around touching everything.
Well, that goes without saying.
Fair point. There's just one problem though. The only way forward is through that door.
Oh! Is it time to hunt for her key? Paimon loves this part. Don't worry. With our adventuring experience, we'll find it no problem. Let's get searching.
Marak, wait!
Get to go on a little treasure hunt.
Marak seems interested in these jars. Go smash them.
Ah, well,
but why?
We would hate for you to have to lift a finger, Your Highness. Marak, this isn't really your old home, is it?
No idea what that means, but Marak does sound pretty happy.
So, mechanical life forms do have the capacity to miss home. A novel discovery.
Well, with
It
Marak
is.
leading the way, we should be safe, right?
I'll open door stand, you got everyone. Oh, sorry, folks. See here. Okay, guess there's nowhere else to go but this way.
Good thing you decided to join, Kaveh. Otherwise, our investigation would have ended at that door.
It was nothing that I did. You should thank Marak instead.
Dozing off. Told you, not much sleep, folks. I'm surprised it's fine starting to set in now. But I shall crack on for you folks.
Hold on. At this rate, Paimon's gonna lose her title as best guy to a mechanical suitcase.
Don't worry, Paimon. Even at your most useless, you're stuck with me.
Aw, thanks. Hey, wait. What do you mean, useless?
Well, no weird mental symptoms so far. I'll take that as a win. That said...
There are 3 doors here.
So, we split up. Divide and conquer. Otherwise, this whole thing is in ruins.
Of course.
No pun intended on that last part. I swear.
Yeah, that might be our best option.
But we'll need to mark our path.
Good idea. And the minute things go south, we go back the way we came.
Ooh, this is getting exciting! So, who's teaming up with who? Paimon calls dibs on the Traveler!
As always. After quick decision, teams and routes are decided. Marak was a popular pick, but ultimately decided that Marak should go with, or rather lead, Kave's team. Huh. Yeah, my side knows better. Okay. Surprised I didn't go with the full story trial for at least sign on Tignari.
Well, this takes me back. The last time we were in the desert together, the 2 of you came all the way out here to gang up on me.
Oh? Sounds like someone's holding a grudge. Just what I like to hear. If you're still hung up on that last one, just name the time and place. And we'll have ourselves another thrilling... duel.
He couldn't think of a pun.
What's with the awkward pause? Were you expecting me to stop you from saying something stupid? You 2 can have 1,000 duels for all I care, after we're done here. For now, focus on the task at hand.
I haven't played some Invocation in a good while in this game, I'll tell you that.
This chamber is huge. I can't even imagine what it's used for.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I seem to have stepped on some kind of stone slab.
Huh. There's a pattern on this, but it's hard to make out with all the dust. Huh? Look! The shape seems to match the markings on the ground over there.
Let's slot it in and see.
And we have a match. Looks like we need to find the other 3 broken slabs.
Let's search the area, but be careful where you step.
Oh, right. Now that makes sense. Okay. It's not because of heavy objects, huh? Well, ain't that a pain in the knickers? But I do love me some puzzles. How are they picking up this stone slab? You know,
Ooh, got one! Ouch, but watch out. The edges are kind of sharp.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Sorry, folks.
It's all part of the learning process.
Turn the stove slab first, I got it. So I just gotta figure out which one it was. Okay, place there. There we are. Now then. Alright, which part is this? Ah, it's that part.
Got the third piece. We just need one more. Look, a cat. Could it be the same one Jer mentioned?
I don't think we need to worry about startling him. He doesn't seem afraid of people.
Yeah. If anything, it seems like he wants us to follow.
Oh, he led us to the last piece. Who's a good kitty?
I never thought I'd hear you say something like that.
You've clearly never heard how the professor talks to his tomatoes, then.
All right, well, that's that. Now, we need to figure out how to get rid of all this dust.
Behold, the great Vayu Viastra.
Be honest. You've been waiting to say that for how long now?
Wait.
Behold, the great Vayu Viastra.
Viastra, I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but okay.
Just activate the mechanism.
Alright, now I gotta activate a mechanism. Ooh, we get to see what the carvings are on it.
Huh. It worked. It's a picture of...
The three magi?
3 Hermanubises?
That can't be right. The ears aren't vertical.
Not true. And the looks fall short. My hat is much better looking.
A goat, an ibis, and a crocodile.
Oh, wow. Our botanist knows more than just plants.
Riveting observation. I was just thinking. These 3 figures look a lot like the 7 pillars of King Deshret.
That's right. These are our colleagues.
Our what now?
You sure about that?
Just kidding. But what I meant by that is, these were Hermanubis' colleagues back then. The middle one is the Goat King Harashef, Minister of Ministers, the god Amun's most trusted chancellor. Records say he was the deputy king of the Desert Sands, chief among the 7 pillars.
Someone even more impressive than Hermanubis? I wonder if that ever got his goat.
Gotta love
Sorry, couldn't resist.
Gotta love it. We can resist your thoughts, I know.
Okay, that was a good one.
Wait, really? I've got so much more where that came from.
They're like, not right now, so I know.
Where were we? This is Sopik, the Crocodile King, captain of captains. As the name suggests, he was a valiant commander and had dominion over all weapons of war. And finally, this is the Ibis King Thoth, scribe of scribes.
Your memory's pretty impressive. I bet you're almost as good as me at memorizing cards.
Hold on. Harashef.
A scribe? Did he manage archives then? Like Alhaitham?
Wait, that's all Alhaitham does? I never knew being an academia scribe was such a cushy job.
Well, that's how his friend put it, anyway. But it does seem like he has a lot of free time.
Well, I don't know much about the academia, but I'm sure the Ibis King had more responsibilities than that. The temple's records say he represented the wisest aspects of King Deshret, inventing the desert script and arcane arts at his king's command.
He must have been quite the impressive man then.
Or creature, depending on how you look at it.
Still, why are these three the only ones represented here? What about the other pillars of King Deshret?
Maybe because the three of them were extra close?
Huh.
Possibly.
Kinda like us.
Oh yeah! Maybe we should have someone inscribe us on a commemorative stone slab too.
Or we could just take a picture. It would serve the same purpose. Anyway, no more distractions. Huh. Doesn't it look like there's writing carved into the corner?
Huh. There is. And it's in the ancient desert script too.
Looks like the Ibis King left you some homework.
Give me a sec. I'll try and translate it. The ministers are unvirtuous. The scribes unwise. The captains unworthy. My end is not humanity's end. Hereby bestow upon you all the far side of eternity. Wait, so they went to Aru?
It doesn't sound like it was their idea.
The far side of eternity is said to be the final land of dreams for all desert dwellers. But if such a place did exist, wouldn't it also be an inescapable prison?
Yes, and based on the writing here,
Could be.
it's clear King Deshret wasn't pleased with these three. This gift he bestowed upon them seems more like a punishment. Such is the power of a king, I suppose.
Which means the goat's the one who got in the end.
Yep, not as good the second time.
What? Impossible.
Yeah, I agree with Team Mario on this one.
Looks like that's all we can.
That was definitely a lame one this
Should we
time
keep
around.
going?
Yes, no time to waste.
Hi, Sky. What you doing, baby girl? Ain't time yet. Oh, you want to come up here? Hold on. Alright, come on. Come on, you can do it. I know you can. Or you got... Or did you get... Okay, there you are. Yeah, there's a good girl. Alright. You know, you could always sit up closer to me. Give you hugs and kisses that way. A little earlier, in a different part of the ruins. Light of foliar incision. Alright. Oh, is there anything else like... Oh. More Constellation Mine House.
Jeez, who knew a suitcase could be so fast? Marak is nothing like this when it comes to housework. Hey, wait up!
A scout's job is to take the lead,
Just let Marak figure it out.
Easy for you to say. I'll be the one doing the repairs if something happens.
Why don't you go scout ahead then?
When I think of a comeback, I'll let you know.
They're
Marak stopped. What is it? Found something?
They're verbal tate, you know.
Looks like something covered in sand.
Let's get it out then. Come on. Oh, it's a stone slab. Good job, Marak.
Let's take a look.
The same one as I did before, right?
This part of the picture goes over there?
In that case, there must be other pieces.
Yep, it's a different picture. All right.
And let's look
Cool.
around. Hey! Why are you sitting down?
I thought Marak was helping.
Oh, so you do know what that word means. Great. Are we supposed to just sit back while Marak does all the work?
No, I doubt you could do that.
Exactly.
But I can.
You...
I can see how that makes him infuriating as heck.
See?
It's all coming back to me. How insufferable it is to work with this no-good, do-nothing...
We could be more efficient, I agree. I'll work on this piece. You take care of the rest.
Found one! Good teamwork. Looks like we found them all. The pieces fit together like a glove.
Almost.
But we can't see what's on them.
Turn around.
Huh?
Look.
Oh, I've seen this before. It can create strong winds. Just what we need to clean off the slab. Come on, let's... Hey!
Don't worry about me. If I sit here, I won't be in the way.
Oh,
my
you don't want to
goodness.
be in the way?
Seriously.
Then sit right in front, so the device can blow you straight back to Sumeru City.
Of course, there's reasons for Altatham being like this. Academic
Better get to
type
work.
as he is.
Good luck.
Do. What are you doing, you little gremlin? Huh. Is that Dashrat? Or Hermanubis?
Done. Huh. That's one big cat.
Man,
And there's a shattered crown. I think it's depicting some kind of story.
Look, there's writing too. The Ibis King answered the young noble, granting him the wisdom he sought. But the fragile crown was shattered by lies in the end. Here I leave the name, Gudars.
Gudars. I've seen that name in a history book before. He was a young noble who sought to save his realm, and a king who once united the desert.
That's right. Although his methods were rather shameful. During his long reign, he betrayed his family and the nobles who supported him, only realizing the error of his ways after his enemies left him nowhere to turn. But by then,
alright.
it was too late.
Seems like a common occurrence across history.
Different people, same mistakes. It's an inevitable pattern, destined to repeat itself.
The writing mentions the Ibis King, but a cat is depicted here. Does that mean...
So far, what's depicted on the slab seems true to history. In which case, this cat is either a proxy for the Ibis King or a manifestation of said king himself. Exaggeration is a common method ancient records use to highlight a being of higher status.
True.
And as
True.
we know, Layla and Jur both heard the sound of a cat while escaping the ruin.
You're saying the Ibis King, one of the legendary 7 pillars of King Deshret, is here, still helping those in need?
I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Wait,
Meow.
there it is!
The cat returns. Should have eaten 2 omelets. Would have definitely made me feel a little sleepy.
Ah, Marak went after him.
A little sleepier than I already was.
The cat's showing us the way forward. Come, let's follow.
Okay.
Next cutscene, I definitely gotta get up to use the restroom. Oh. What's the matter, Sky? Wow, that's cool. Wasn't expecting it to take that long, but still. Your move.
Huh. The cat's gone.
Yes, but look where he led us.
Oh.
Alright,
Another
investor
slab.
time. PR back,
It looks
folks.
similar to the last one. Oh, by all means, take your sweet time. Wouldn't want you to overexert yourself. Huh. The scene depicted here...
Seems to be a different tale. The Ibis King answered the gin-blooded dancing girl, granting her the wisdom she sought. But enemies plotted to kill her close kin. Snake venom was her self-chosen end. Here I leave the name. Makaira.
The Temptress of Woe?
You've heard of her?
Of course. I don't just sit around doodling all day. She's mentioned in tons of papers about the desert. As I recall, she was given as a gift to the tyrant king of Gurabad, and later seized the opportunity to kill him. After getting her vengeance, she reigned as queen for many years, until her enemies attempted a coup, and she took her own life.
That's
Wait a
more
minute.
or less the version I've read as well.
Hold on, I missed
It
something.
seems
here.
this queen also had dealings with the Ibis King.
Hold on a second here.
Seems to be a different tale. The Ibis King answered the gin-blooded dancing girl, granting her the wisdom she sought. Here I leave the name. Makaira.
The Temptress of Woe? As I recall, she was given as a gift to the tyrant king of Gurabad, and later seized the opportunity to kill him.
Oh yeah, wasn't that the king from the first tablet? I can't remember for sure.
Yeah, I'm starting to find this whole granting wisdom business a bit concerning. I mean, considering how Gudars and Makaira ended up, it might not have been a good thing. But, at the same time, if the cat guiding us is linked to the Ibis King, then he doesn't seem like a villain either.
People are complicated. And the same is true of the servants of the gods, no matter their wisdom or power. Let's reserve judgment for now and keep moving.
A little earlier, in a different path of the ruins as well. Gotta love that part.
Oh, Paimon meant to ask earlier. Have your memories come back, Layla?
No, sorry. To be honest, nothing about this experience feels familiar. Besides, my focus is the stars, so I don't spend a lot of time exploring ancient ruins.
Alright, better
Guess
grab
that
myself a
makes
drink.
us the senior researchers in this scenario. Stick close, all right, Layla?
Okay. Okay.
Alright. There we are. Now let's get to this. That hour, and I gotta take my doggy for her walk.
Wow. What a tall ceiling.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But for such a big place, it's so empty. Like no one ever lived here. Sure must have been boring to live in ancient times, staring at ceilings all day.
Now that you mention it, I've heard some people used to draw star maps on their vaulted ceilings.
This is true.
Some might even make them transparent
Of ancient
to better
civilizations.
observe the movement of the stars. It sounds so nice. Stargazing from the comfort of your own home. Wait a second. I think I see something up there.
Go check it out for us, Paimon.
How is Paimon supposed to do that? Oh, right. Flying. Duh.
Fine, making herself useful.
Sit tight, everyone. Adventurer Paimon will be right back. Okay. So, there's nothing super special up there. Just a couple of shelves, tables, jars, and scrolls. And a whole bunch of dust, dirt, and sand. You really want to search through all that stuff?
Of course, the more dirt, the better the treasure.
Well, when you put it that way... Come on then, let's see what we've got. Paimon's hoping for something super valuable.
It's a little high up, so be careful.
Thanks. I'll stick close.
What's the trial version of our packing? Pavone's sword figures much. Total downgrade to mine. Lame. Hmm. Can't climb that for whatever reason. Let's see what we got going on here. Ragged notes, huh? Alright, let's see what that ragged notes is all about then. Nope. Can't seem to find it. No. No, no. No, no, no. No. Nope, 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 nope. Definitely none of those, clearly. Gunnenhilder. No, 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 no. Tear letter. No, not the one I was looking for. Nope, not what I'm looking for. Ah, here we are. Yes. Oh, so you need more of it. Okay. Waste of time on that nonsense then. Hmm. Oh. Good thing I didn't walk right off.
I think that's everything. Most of the documents are in the ancient desert script, except these ones. These seem old as well, but the handwriting makes them stand out.
And our dates on them.
Right! Let's arrange them in chronological order before we read through.
Good idea, Paimon.
Okay, now let's take a look.
As luck would have it, a previously unrecorded ruin came upon me by chance. This is proof positive that my efforts to overcome the relentless obstructions of the Mahatmata have all been worth it. The Academia's aversion to the desert has grown to comedic proportions. The unknown is our playground while Akasha shackles us. And those who hide behind shackles, what is it exactly that they fear? I won't be leaving this place anytime soon. I've discovered a number of sites worth exploring, and it would be remiss of me not to seize this opportunity. It won't be easy to tell day from night, since I'm cut off from the outside world. If I'm to avoid losing myself in the unknown, I must not forget to mark the passage of time. Recording on the morning of the 10th day of May. This is prosper. Must be before we finally freed Nahida. That senior scholar fell and hurt himself. Typical of someone from the Rawahist? Ratwahist? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Always gazing skyward and never at their feet. I'm guessing the obscuring cell must have been one of King Desseret's prized creations, judging by how many of them are around here. Thankfully, the injury was limited to a few scrapes and a mild dislocation. After I popped the bone back into place, I had him lie down and rest. This whole thing will set us back a while, but perhaps that's not such a bad thing. For those like him who lack the skills, doing nothing might be the best contribution they can make. As I was treating him, he brought up that tired old topic, asking me to join the Darshan. Once more, I firmly refused. Mediocre students find safety in confining themselves to a single field, but what good would that do to me? It's only been a few days, but I've already made significant progress. There are numerous writings here about the Seven Pillars, each one captivating and exciting in its depth and detail. Now that the senior is no longer holding me back, I can finally work at a fast pace. Recorded on the morning of the 13th of May, so this is 3 days later. Alright. The appearance of the Ibis King was a pleasant surprise, though not as pleasant as one might expect. He's a skilled storyteller, but he loses steam once it's clear his listeners aren't fooled. That said, there are elements of his tales worth investigating and verifying. Although he did point out the exit route, in his current state he can't really intervene. And I could tell he's putting on a front and isn't all that friendly toward me. But that's typical of people who care about their status. Since I need a bit more time, given how big this place is, I suppose we'll have to put up with each other for a little while longer. Besides, isn't mutual dislike a positive emotion in those who can't get along? In addition, saving that senior was definitely the correct decision. Oh, I nearly forgot. Recorded at noon on the 16th day of May. My supplies have ran out. Unless I wish to die here, I will have to leave this place. But I still refuse to accept anything from Thoth. Or Thoth. People like him, who only talk benefits and never mention the cost, are a dime a dozen at the Grand Bazaar. Of course, for anyone after me who falls for the temptations he offers, remember this at least, do not trust the Ibis King. Recorded on the final day. Zandik. Seems like the notes of someone who was trapped here.
Maybe this person fell in by accident, like Mr. Jur and me.
Yeah, maybe. But they don't sound super worried about their situation.
Yeah.
So,
you seem pretty chill.
Either this person's an ace adventurer, like the Traveler, or some kind of super optimist.
An optimist, huh? I wish I could be that sort of person.
Well, blind optimism isn't good either. Besides, you have your own strengths, Layla.
That's right. You're detailed and passionate. Great qualities for an adventuring buddy. This optimist seems super obsessed with exploring every corner of this place. That could have gotten them in big trouble for all we know.
Well, I appreciate the compliment. It's almost magical how words like that can make you feel like you can do anything. I only wish that magic could last a little longer. Until I figure out my new study topic, at least.
Let's keep reading. Okay, we read all this stuff before, so I don't know what we're missing here.
Oh, looks like you were spot on, Paimon.
Huh.
See? Told ya! That's what happens when you don't think things through. And all this talk about seniors and juniors, he was a student just like you, Layla. Whew, he sure talks a big talk for a student, though. You'd think he was some kind of old scholar instead.
Huh.
What is it? Did Paimon say something wrong?
No, not at all. I was just thinking, and this might sound rude, but the way this person speaks is just so...
Detached.
You noticed too. I mean, it's good that he helped treat his companion's wound, but it didn't seem like it was out of kindness. More like he was looking out for his own self-interest, or thought he could get something out of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into
you're right.
it.
He didn't. No, you're right. He didn't even mention this companion on the previous page.
Yeah. If you're both in this dangerous situation together, wouldn't you mention them at least once? If it were Paimon, she would write down the name of every single person she was with. No one would be able to get away.
Well, you'd all be stuck there together, so...
Actually, I find Paimon's approach quite sensible.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense from a safety perspective, too. That way, if anyone came to the rescue, the notes would be able to tell them everything they needed to know.
Whoa!
Ding, ding, ding.
That's genius level thinking.
Well, I learned that from Madame Farzan, actually. I'm not speaking from personal experience or anything.
It's a very useful tip. Thanks, Teach.
Oh, no. I'm just a student.
Make her flushed it a little bit.
It's fine. You taught us something, so you're our teacher. Simple as that. Anyway, from the looks of things, the student who left these notes behind was pretty weird. Let's keep reading. Whoa! Hang on! That's a lot of information. Paimon needs a moment to take this in. The Ibis King. So... did this person actually meet the Ibis King here?
Yeah, I definitely did this way ahead of time, because I don't... not familiar with Nefer mentioning this. I haven't met Nefer yet.
Sorry. Who?
Jeez, not again. Stop teasing her, Traveler. You know she was asking about Nefer. Anyway, Nefer's, a friend of ours. And she's mentioned the Ibis King before, but not in much detail.
Huh. Paimon handled that pretty well, actually. She managed not to spill any of Nefer's secrets. Guess the boss of the curatorium has earned her respect and then some.
Oh, I see. Well, that's not too surprising. Most people in Sumeru know about King Deshret, and most in the academia have at least some knowledge on the 7 pillars. Legend has it, King Deshret ruled the desert at the head of several wise retainers, guiding their people to pursue the limits of wisdom. He also left behind treasures for future generations, which continue to be relevant in nearly every research discipline. And now, this message indicates this student and his senior were rescued by the Ibis King. But to think it's possible to meet him in a place like this... We don't know when these notes were written, but didn't the 7 pillars disappear a long time ago?
There's something else that seems odd. The Ibis King's form.
Yeah, the notes made it sound like his powers were restricted. Also, the mention of this form? What is that supposed to mean?
I'm not sure. Let's keep reading.
Current state.
Oh, this is the last page. There's even a signature at the end. Well, sounds like they made it out. Guess it was a happy ending after all.
I hope so.
Wait, but it says, the Ibis King cannot be trusted.
Huh. Our friend said something similar. That the Ibis King was a liar. And the notes did make it seem like something wasn't quite right with him. Maybe he wasn't one of the 7 pillars at all, but some kind of con artist.
Which would be funnier? Paimon's words do not reflect the opinion of the group.
What's that supposed to mean?
I think Paimon raises a good point. Let's keep our guard up just in case. Alright, I think that's all the clues around here. How about we...
Oh, it's Marak! That means Kaveh and the others should be around here, right?
Hello? Anyone up there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, we can!
You know, sound travels just fine in an empty chamber like this. You don't have to shout. Of course, if you're shouting to express your excitement at being reunited, by all means, pretend I never said anything.
Got a point.
Yelling like this is kinda exhausting. Come on, let's head back down.
It's because the sound waves being reflected off of surfaces aren't constantly colliding with each other, muffling the sound. That's why he says the sounds in the empty chamber travel just fine without shouting.
Wow, we all ended up in the same place, huh?
Indeed.
Yeah, what a coincidence.
Indeed.
It would be.
Or as I like to call it, the chai factor.
I'm confused as well, folks. Confused. Looks like Layla is as well.
No reply?
No, you got another half hour.
All right. Because it's spice to sweet brew again.
Nice to meet you again. I got that
Oh,
part.
hey, that's a new version.
Oh, wait, what? You've never heard that one?
Is it spice to brew again? Spice to sweet brew again.
What are you looking for?
A place to sit
What are
and
you
read my
looking for,
book.
girl? What you looking for, Gara? Still got another 30 minutes before I take you for another walk.
Great. What else is new?
Well, looks like everyone made it through
Or should I
unscathed.
jog, anyways?
Let's take this chance
Or
to
is it
get some
Papaw
water,
sleeping,
rest a
huh?
bit, and discuss what we learned. Sound good?
Yeah, let's
come up here.
debrief.
Everyone shares food, water, food, and also their findings. Turns out, Sino actually did bring some spiced tea.
Okay,
Well, I know
so
spiced tea's
we all learned
all
a
that.
lot,
But what's
I
the
feel like we
trifecta?
ended up with even more questions.
Yeah, but one thing's for sure. This place is tied to the Ibis King in some way. Hey, Sino. You're the current representative of Hermanubis. Can you call him up for a sec?
Of course. Just let me sense his presence.
Oh no, wait, what? Missing out on that part. I thought Sathos was the head of the Temple of Silence. Oh, but he's the representative for Hermanubis, which means like an earthly avatar for him. Like I said, I haven't done Sino's character quest yet either, folks, so it's a little lost on me to a certain degree. Oh, you see a fly? You see a fly? Yeah, she sees a fly apparently. And she's trying to... It's adorable. It's adorable.
Just kidding. I can't sense him at all.
Jeez, Sethos. Did you set him up for that one? What are you, a two-man act?
Good one.
Sorry. Hermanubis isn't like the Ibis King. He can possess me, but I can't talk to him whenever I want.
Yeah, that's when he does his
Truly?
first.
Does that mean he's gone? I would have liked to reminisce about old times with him.
That was too
Oh,
much for that.
the cat! It speaks!
Ugh, of course it speaks.
In fact, it is not an eat at all. You do me a great offense.
This voice sounds
My
pretty good, man.
apologies. Esteemed cats, sir?
Oh, this little contraption is still here.
Well, hi.
Contraption?
Come on up here.
No, this is Marak.
Which
You got it.
means you do his assistant a great offense.
Huh? Well, I didn't mean... Well, I apologize.
That's a good girl.
I wasn't referring
He's
to
a good
this
girl.
Marak, but rather the thing that operates it. King Deshret was quite partial to it. I have forgotten what it was called. It must have had an official name, albeit in the old tongue. Even if I did remember, I would need to translate it into modern language. Ah, it's not important. Marak's a fine name. Even better than the original, if you ask me. Who thought of it? And the remodeling, quite well done indeed. This Marak looks much happier in its current form. Oh, and the components should have model numbers written on them. You can look them up if you're curious.
This cat talks a lot.
Quite the one-sided conversation.
Is this what the Ibis King was like?
He seems quite eloquent. I wonder if he plays cards.
Of course you'd be thinking about invocation.
I knew Marak was a great name. Go me.
Let's see, what page was I on again?
And of course, Al Haytham. Of course, Al Haytham's the antisocial emo kid in the corner with his book, not giving a damn about what's going on in the classroom whatsoever. Thinks himself better than everyone else, as always.
That all went over Paimon's head.
Not exactly thinking himself as better, but still thinks he's too good to be participating and finds it pointless. So when the notes mention something being off with the Ibis King, it was because he's in cat form. Hello, Dolph.
Hello indeed. For you to know my name. Yes, I was not mistaken. You are special among your companions. But you are all guests. It is only proper to invite you in. Come then, this way.
I said cat, you're supposed to be leading the way, dang it. Making me do all the work to start everything up.
Welcome to my humble abode.
Humble indeed.
Oh,
If humble was
your
spacious
house
like
sure
that.
is spacious, Lord Ibis King.
I fear it's not quite what it used to be. In fact, it has long ceased to be my home at all. It belongs to the descendants of the cats I once raised. Such adorable creatures, aren't they? Take the one I'm borrowing here, for instance. A chubby fellow with such lovely fur. Anyway, tradition dictates that a special guest such as yourself be presented with a gift. Alas, it's a first-come, first-served basis, you see. I fear with the passage of time, none are left.
What? So the treasure's gone already?
Duh, dummy.
Treasure, you say? Not an inaccurate description.
Talking about those things?
And no. I have the power to grant gifts inaccessible to the masses. The only requirement is answering a question. Not a bad deal, yes? Of course, my questions were given unto me by King Deshret, who in turn received them from the Mistress of Flowers. There are 3, and no more. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? What determines truth and falsehood?
The more he talks, the less Paimon
Knowledge.
understands.
I see. That must mean Gudars and Makaira managed to answer 2 of the 3.
Another who understands.
Oh,
I'm confused.
so that's the event those 2 slabs are depicting.
Ah, priests and their records. A singular obsession, and quite boring, too. After being imprisoned within Aru, I could, on occasion, take the form of a cat to converse with those around me. But I despised speaking to them. No conversational skills whatsoever. Now, humans like you, who stumble in here from time to time, you are much more interesting.
Hold on, we're getting off topic again. The 3 questions you just mentioned, what are they for, exactly?
Ah, that is a story that begins with King Deshret.
And we're in for another long one.
Nostalgia for the past is common to us all, is it not?
It is.
And our king, he was such a proud, solemn man in those days. He watched us speak of the present and the future, of the wisdom we possessed, or were about to obtain. We were his proud retainers, confident in our belief that, so long as each one of us used our abilities to the fullest, progress was inevitable. Yet, King Deshret's ambition was not destined to be allowed in a closed-off world such as this. So nothing went as planned. In fact, from the beginning, there were signs an outcome of this nature was inevitable. Because although there were 7 pillars, one was forever absent. Al-Ahmar would insist the Dendro Dragon Sovereign was one of us, but the dragon herself rejected that idea.
Huh. Like a card you can never seem to draw from your deck.
More like a card that was never in the deck to begin with.
Alas, that's just who Al-Ahmar was. There was nothing we could do about it.
Hold it. Al-Ahmar. I'm wondering which one that one was. Unless that's another name for King Deshret.
And I always preferred chess to cards. In the end,
sorry,
life grew
Sino.
unbearable for our
Denied.
king. But, of course, those who remain must continue to live on. But subjects like us were less fortunate. After all, the fate of a retainer is decided by the king, including the chance to walk away. So it was then that King Deshret had Kroko, Goti, and I locked up within Aru, where we remain to this day.
Kroko.
Sobek.
Goti?
I can't remember that one's name again.
Ah, of course. You're more familiar with their full names. Sobek, the
Hereshef.
Crocodile King, and Hereshef, the Goat King. And let me tell you, when it comes to chess, Hereshef was a habitual backseat strategist, always spewing nonsense from the sidelines. Well, Sobek was all too quick to take his terrible advice, to the point where I was the one who got accused of cheating. Chess is an exercise in patience. And that man couldn't sit still to save his life. He could never excel.
Weird, because I'm not usually a patient person.
In fact, neither of them were good at chess. Even so, we played together often. And since I was always the winner, we got along quite well. What are you laughing at? Were we not good friends?
No one's laughing. Paimon would never.
No, not you. It's Goti. He's laughing for no reason again. Can you not hear him?
No, we cannot. I think you're gone plumb mad.
Of course you can't. The 2 of them are inside Aru, as am I, so only I can hear them.
What is even going on here? Has he, started to lose it after being trapped for so long?
Possibly.
That does happen to prisoners serving life sentences.
Speaking of which, how's Azar doing these days?
I doubt he's doing much of anything.
Just what I wanted to hear.
What is the meaning of this? You doubt my words? I have half a mind to not talk at all.
Oh, no. They're not questioning you, Lord Ibis King, just discussing other things. Please, continue.
In that case, where were we?
Getting to the part about the 3 questions. Hopefully.
Ah yes, we're almost there. Before I entered Aru, King Deshret said I could be released from my eternal seal if I chose humans who could provide the correct answers to those 3 questions. The first person who caught my eye was Gudars. I asked him, what causes our rise and fall? He answered, conspiracy and betrayal, for it renders the righteous and wise unable to succeed, and thus nations fall.
Wait, conspiracy and cause conspiracies and betrayal leads to rise to power, but eventually leads to a fall because you're unable to be trusted, and in turn cause more conspiracy to do the same to you. That makes sense.
I found his answer quite interesting, so I bestowed upon him the power to deceive. The second human I chose was Makaira. I asked her, what obliterates love and hate? She said unto me, I have nothing left to lose. Vengeance alone can quench both love and hate. I found this to be another fascinating response. So I granted her the power to be loved.
But both of them ended up...
Now then, young one, riddle me this. Did their answers point to this fate, or was it the power I bestowed upon them that determined their end?
I'm just an observer who doesn't understand their circumstances, so I can't answer.
A clever reply. I do not wish to comment either. It is all in the past at this point.
I will comment. In the case of, what's his name again? Gudars? I would have to say, not, I would say for Godard's is definitely his answer. Or his power, I'd say, but for Makaira, I'd have to say it was her answer. Because the only thing she cared for was her vengeance, and that was it. There.
My only wish was for their answers to be acknowledged by King Deshret's rules, and bring me one step closer to freedom. As for the final person, her fate remains to be seen, so I will not reveal her name.
Probably Nefer. That must have been Nefer then. Wait, what was the third question then that he asked? Again, what was the third question? I forgot. Okay, it's a little further up than that one is. Back up to the question at hand. When you listen to long-winded people like that, for someone who has a hard time processing information and then a harder time even remembering it, it becomes a hassle to memorize what was said earlier. Start from the beginning. Okay, right here. want me to take you right now, Vega. You're gonna have to wait though. Alright, let's see here. What determines truth and falsehood? Ah, that's what she's gonna answer.
I asked her, what determines truth and falsehood? And found her answer quite compelling, so I bestowed upon her a gift to match. As you can see, however, I have not been freed, so it's clear the answer she gave at that time was wrong.
But my dog's also ready to contact her.
3 people were chosen, and 3 questions were asked. So now all I can do is wait. Wait until her wisdom is in line with the rules set forth by my king. Until she has found the true answer to that question.
No wonder there was no 3rd stone slab then. Or perhaps you're just not ready to include her in the story. Though, that might be a generous interpretation.
Well, it's not merely because her story remains unfinished. As the remaining priests of this place left, or passed on, there were none left to record the events that followed. Besides,
he forgot about that
slabs
conclusion.
are few and far between in the
Plausible
great red
conclusion.
sands. In the sprawling desert, very few things or people even manage to leave a trace. But sometimes I can't help but wonder, if that young man from several centuries ago had been willing to answer my question, would I have left Aru by now?
What young man?
So there was someone else?
Of course, it has been thousands of years after all. All sorts of people have stumbled upon this place, but I only chose the special ones. That young man had such a singular intelligence, though his companion, by contrast, was rather
The diary we read earlier.
The author of those notes we found? The student named Zandik?
Ah, yes, I think that was his name. In truth, I was unsure whether I should grant him my 3rd remaining gift. He was, of course, exceedingly clever, but he was also mistrustful and narcissistic in equal measure.
As we were able to tell
and
by
there
his
did
notes.
not seem to be a line he was unwilling to cross. Too much power could be dangerous in the hands of someone like him. So I found myself rather relieved when he declined my gift.
Alright. There didn't seem to be a line where he was unwilling to cross. Yep. Sounds about right. That's what I gleaned from that notes as well.
Oh, he turned you down? Did he give a reason?
Yes. He said he didn't need it. I still remember the look in his eyes. Nothing stood out per se, and still I could sense contempt and disdain radiating from his gaze. I could not give an exact reason, but on instinct I just knew it would not end well to get close to a man like that. So, I tricked him. Stick close to your companion, I said. Only the descendants of Tulatula can come and go as they please. Leave him behind, and there is no escape for you.
So, does that mean his companion wasn't a descendant of Tulatula?
Oh no, that part was true. The lie was in the other half. Anyone can enter or exit this place. There are no restrictions. I saw that his companion was exhausted and was concerned Zandik might leave him behind.
So he is a liar,
worse, that
but only when he
some
needs to
other
lie.
accident might befall him. So I made up an excuse to prevent Zandik
As there are
from going a
times when
step
lying
too
is
far.
necessary.
Oh, and speaking of, Sandik's companion had the same blue hair and pointed ears as you.
Wait, does that mean Layla's also a descendant of Tulatula?
Indeed. When Hermanubis founded that city, he took in many who had nowhere else to go. Today their progeny are scattered to the 4 winds, and indeed are far more numerous than I could have imagined.
So the person you protected could have been my ancestor.
Yes, yes. You're very welcome for that.
Could I ask another question, Lord Ibis King?
Of course. I have nothing but time, I'm afraid.
Did you also save me and a man named Jur?
I did. You two were quite unlucky bumping into a device King Deshret once used to measure human brain power. That contact caused more knowledge than you could handle to flood into your mind.
Yep, causing disorientation and
So I
stuff.
replaced that knowledge with simpler, repetitive information.
Yep, that way it helps the brain
Of course, the
process.
side effect being the same thought repeating over and over again in your mind. But that should resolve itself in time.
How many moons are there in the sky?
Yes, that was the phrase I used in your head. I forgot the other one, though. I believe it had something to do with food. Both were spur-of-the-moment decisions, so no need to dwell on the meaning too much.
Oh, I see.
But we all know
Thank
better,
you,
folks.
Lord
Those of us who have
Ibis
been
King.
following the lore of Genshin
As I
Impact know
said, young
that
one, you
the
are
Moon one
most
has some
welcome.
meaning to it.
If you're inclined to return the favor, perhaps you could turn off that device so no one else can trigger it? There's only so much a cat's paw can do, so I'm afraid this is something I must leave to you. Or Marak, I suppose.
Don't worry, the device can no longer be activated.
Oh, splendid! Another one bites the dust. Such
Which is
the
a shame.
fate of things here. Day by day, little by little, the remnants of ages past
That device could have been very
fade
useful later
into
down the road once
obscurity.
figured
For
when
that
handled
reason,
properly.
the gifts of bygone eras, be they tied to your blood or technological in nature, are not to be revered. They are tools, nothing more. Disrespectful? I simply make the most of what I have. Besides, our king has been gone all these years. What good does it do to revere him now?
Oh, are you talking to the Goat King again?
No, Croco this time. He's pestering me for another game of chess. Says he wants to even the score.
He's lost it a
Wishful
little
thinking,
bit.
if you ask me. If we counted one push-up for every loss, he'd owe me 300,000 by now. Of course, that's just a rough estimate. I've never kept count.
It appears that's something you like. Being someone unable to be defeated.
I suppose so. All right then. Time for me to extend my winning streak, and for you all to head home.
Best of luck to you.
In truth, deep down, I know even the answers to those 3 questions will not change my fate. But that is for me to reckon with. Go on now.
Is that all there is to this, though? It can't be. I guess that is. I thought there'd been a little bit more to the story. Alright, well, let's continue on. Alright, time to leave the ruins.
Excuse me. Do you even know what time it is? I've harvested 3 crops of tomatoes while you've been gone.
You're exaggerating, Professor.
I'm making a point. There's a difference.
Sincerest apologies for keeping you waiting, Professor Cyrus.
Our mistake. Please accept our apology.
See, that's what I call manners. Now, are any of you hurt?
Nope. It went way smoother than we expected, actually.
I presume the investigation is complete then. Come, tell me all about it.
You tell Cyrus what happened.
Oh my, did you luck out? If you've read the work from the Vahumana Dashan, you would know that the Ibis King is, well, let's call it a mixed record. Perhaps he softened up a bit in his old age, and that's why he chose to help you.
Or perhaps he just didn't have a good enough reason not to help us.
Of course,
See, Marak agrees.
How do you even know that's what Marak meant? That could have just been a happy noise.
In any case, there's a lot to be happy about. We figured out what happened to Layla and Jur, and there were some unexpected takeaways too.
Yeah, I never expected to learn about my ancestry. I've always thought of myself as just an ordinary student. I never would have even considered something like that could be true.
Come to think of it, our ancestors might even have been friends at some point.
Huh?
That's a comforting thought.
Maybe I should take a trip back home to see if I can find any records about that.
Oh, I was just throwing that out there. I wouldn't want you to go to the trouble.
It's fine. My advisor gave me a break, and I still have a few days left, so... Oh, wait. My study topic. I haven't made any progress at all. No. I need to focus on that instead.
One thing at a time, Layla.
Right.
Couldn't you help her, Professor?
Huh? No, I could never.
Me, you
Damn,
say?
he's one really tall dude,
I'm
isn't
from the
he?
Spatamar Darshan, and I don't think that Nephis or Zahahadi researched the stars. All I have to offer are my homegrown tomatoes. Although I suppose it's not impossible. I can ask a few old friends to recommend some interesting topics.
You really don't have to. It sounds like a lot of work.
Hardly. A few passing questions while we water the plants? It's no trouble at all.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Now it's getting late, and you all must be tired. Let's wrap things up here. Some say desert nights are the sun taking mercy on us after the heat of the day. So, let's leave while she still feels merciful.
To be continued. I guess it is to be continued, which is weird, but nothing's popping up. Might have to do all the other parts, the fun activities. So let me do this. Let's go here for a moment, and then you folks can, and then we can take a 20-minute break. 20-30 minute break, and we'll reconvene. All right, folks. You know, gotta take my dog for her jogapoo. That allows y'all to touch some grass, connect with near and dear ones. Maybe make a meal if it's that time of the day for you folks. All right, sounds groovy. All right, see you in 20 and see you 20 or 30, folks.
perspective is just tunnel visioning.
Alright. I'm back, folks. So let's get to it. Alright. Now we gotten all that sorted out for a moment. Which one's this one? Yeah, I thought it was Sino's character quest. That I should have done first. Anyways, let's get to this now. Let's go. I forgot it's all the way in our village anyway, so. Didn't do any combat in the main quest line either. I thought I would have to for sure. But, I guess not. For good measure, I guess. Alright, now then, I can actually put a proper team in. Barb, you're here.
This.
I'm gonna guess I could probably put. I should let me do my Dendro characters. Which ones have deep wood memories? Not you, apparently. I think you would. I'm pretty sure you don't. You have the one with burn for your artifact set, yeah. Alright, let's see here.
Anything you need delivered?
Yeah, I forgot. Does she have deep wood memories? Yes, she does. I know she does, and if I'm right, Nahida does as well. Although I do need to do loadouts for some of these characters, because depending on what team composition they are, their current ones I have equipped on them are not going to be sufficient, based on what role they will be in. Alright, not deep wood, if I'm right, no. Right, you're deep wood, right? Nope, Gilded Dreams instead. Because that double dip. I think Yo-Yo has it too, and she heals. So there's a possibility I could trade up Barb for someone else, if I wished. But that would just be too cruel.
All expenses paid travel? Count me in.
Gotta love that girl. Alright, oh, and who is it? Where is he at? Hazel. Not Hazel, it's Hazel.
Let's move before the trail goes cold.
Heizo Shikanoin.
The name Shikanoin Heizo, sharpest and most successful detective. The name Shikanoin Heizo, sharpest and most. The name Shikanoin Heizo, sharpest and most successful. The name Shikanoin Heizo, sharp.
Heizo. Alright, there. Those red exclamation points will bug me. Alright. Oh, well, allow me to actually drop in first.
Over here!
See how that crap is
Welcome
called.
to the home base of the Fieldwise Center. As you can see, the core projects are already up and running, so we can get to work at any time. Huh. This feels like one of those places light novels talk about. You know, the adventuring hubs where rookies gather to take quests and stuff. Oh, and almost like a school festival at the same time, with everyone getting together to learn and then forming teams to hone their skills. It's so exciting!
Alright, let's see here. Okay, I was just saying I am pumped.
Well, this place isn't quite as decked out as a school festival, but Master Tainari said the Academia plans to be generous with the resources. Anyway, before students and researchers head out on dangerous field missions, they can come here for advice and emergency training. We even have professionals on staff that can join their teams to serve as guides or safety personnel.
Yeah, you can think of it like a forward operating base, equal parts theoretical training and field practice. We'll familiarize new recruits with potential challenges in the wild and take them through drills so there's no reason to panic during the real thing.
Amber, you're here too?
Yeah, the Great Amber. We don't get her. I mean, and the only time we get to see her is basically in Vince, and it's rarity, even more so when she's actually voiced.
Surprise!
Call a new response, reinforcement from far away.
Right now, so I was planning to just drop in on Kali for a bit. But I didn't realize how busy she'd be. I'm not the type of person to sit around and watch, so I decided to be her assistant.
Sorry, Amber. I didn't mean to put you to work during your time off.
Don't worry about it. A little relaxation balanced out with some fulfilling work is a great vacation in my book. Plus, I've learned a whole bunch of stuff too. And I got to see the Traveler in Paimon again. I mean, it just keeps getting better.
Yeah, she's the waifu we always leave behind and forget about.
We should have a giant feast once we're done here. How does that sound?
A feast with the first friend we met in Sumeru and the first friend we met on our whole journey. Oh, that sounds just about as awesome as a giant plate of sticky honey roast.
Let's work hard so we can feast harder.
All right, down to business then. Kale and I are in charge of the Scouting Speedsters project. The focus is using devices and machines to pass through hazardous areas, survey terrain, and get details on potential threats.
Plus, a mortar research indicates that during dangerous situations, having the support of an adorable companion can help set adventurers' minds at ease and prevent excess nerves.
So, we took inspiration from Cullen Anba and Baron Bunny to create 2 scouting devices that are both adorable and useful. Cullen Anbot and Bar Drone Bunny. So far, feedback has been pretty positive.
Once we've collected enough data, the Academia will continue to refine the scouting buddies and release even more designs. A bunch of Cullen Ambas and Baron Bunnies running around the wilderness? What is that gonna look like?
Like a sight for sore eyes, no doubt.
With you to guide our 2 little scouts, we'll be able to obtain some great data. Once you have a more complete understanding of the Fieldwise Center, you should come test them out. Now come with me. I'll introduce you to the other consultants.
Oh yeah! The lady with the greenish-blue hair also has a super adorable device over there. But it does something completely different than our scouting buddies. I'm looking forward to seeing it in action.
Greenish blue hair?
Hey! Another familiar face!
Ah, her. Of course, should have figured it was her.
Come on, let's go say hi!
Lady Farazan, of course. I'm gonna say Madam Farazan.
It's really that popular. The internal locomotion mechanism is clever enough. And the execution on the terrain recognition, remote control, and weight detection modules isn't bad. But the appearance... it might as well be a doll for a child. No, this won't do.
Madam Farazan, great news! The Traveler and Paimon agreed to join! The Fieldwise Center just leveled up big time, huh? Hello, Madam Farazan! We're here to help!
Well, look who the cat dragged in. Excellent job, Kale. Snagging 2 top experts with undeniable adventuring expertise. Now the League won't be able to say a word, no matter what kind of feedback I give. Now tell me, what do you think of this puzzle, pal?
Whoa! It looks just like you!
Makes me feel safe and comfortable.
It's a collaboration between my juniors in the Haravatat Darshan, the Puzzlers League, and the Synopsium on Ruin Mechanisms. Clearly, the technological aspect is quite advanced. But the appearance... it couldn't be more childish. You should have seen Anise, defending this design choice with more passion than her thesis. Young people these days. Far too obsessed with making things cute.
But why not?
Huh. Paimon kinda likes it.
The psychological benefits are always good.
Holly and Amber were just saying how cute companions can help adventurers stay calm. With a doll that looks like you by her side, Paimon thinks she could go adventuring in a super dark ruin and not even get scared.
Well, that line of thinking does have merit.
Yep.
And I suppose choosing this particular appearance is a sign of their respect. For me. Still, there are adventurers who place greater emphasis on reliability and technical composition. People like that don't just want their devices to be able to survive an avalanche, but to look the part. And for their appearance to reflect the high-tech composition. The fluffiness of this puzzle pal, on the other hand, doesn't give the impression it would be a reliable or formidable device. The appearance may even be distracting. Now picture this. A thick metal casing, square in shape, with a matte finish and openings to showcase the complex technical composition. That would have much more visual impact.
Why wouldn't the openings make it more vulnerable to...
I have a youthful appearance, and so people question me on occasion. If I had a head of white hair instead, things would be different.
Really? Then, do you want Paimon to talk to them? She has white hair.
What? No! That's not the same thing.
I think she missed the point about being, you know, looking like an old lady, is what she's saying. It's because she doesn't look her age, as people would question her her knowledge on certain things. Appearances and preconceptions would tell you nothing, to quote Itachi Uchiha. Anyways.
I didn't realize you had such strict views about this, Madame Farazan.
I think it looks good as it is.
So, even you prefer this version?
Well, yeah. I'd rather have a plushie in my waifu than anything else.
If that's what you really think, then fine.
Yep,
You'll
flattery
have to
gets
come back and test it out on some puzzles, Traveler.
Just like any lady loves being flattered.
I'll rate your effectiveness in using the device and come up with a user manual based on your performance. As for improvements to its appearance, long-term observation is required, so I'll put that aside for now.
How's the pals keep building?
I've already selected a few of the most suitable domains, so we can begin the puzzle-solving process at any time.
Thanks, Madame Farazan.
I'm just gonna take the Traveler and Paimon to see the final project. But it shouldn't take long.
Don't worry, Kale. You're the one in charge here. Just make sure to pace yourself. Once things calm down, come over to see me and we'll have a nice chat. I'll even treat you to some snacks from back in my day.
Snacks! Paimon's in! Paimon's in!
Yep,
Thank
just
you, Madam Farzan.
magical words for
I'll bring
Paimon
the
right there.
boxes to
Snacks and
Floral
food.
Tea as well.
Snacks,
Go on now.
food, and more.
Do me proud.
The 2 magical words for her. Of course, I would never let my lady down. Ever. Wouldn't dare to dream of it. I'm usually motivationally... what's the word I'm looking for? I'm usually motivationally impaired, but... That is always a motivation. But when it comes to that, I'm always motivated.
Thanks
If I was
to
a lady,
General
I'm
Mahamatra
motivated to
Sino,
the max.
We've been able to bring Dia on as the instructor and Candace as the coordinator. They're putting
Alright.
together a combat test right now, but they should be back soon.
Hey, looking for us? I guess we showed up right on cue then. Wait, the Traveler and Paimon are joining as well? That makes things a whole lot easier.
Sorry for keeping you waiting, everyone. But
New
we
voice
managed
actress
to
for
bring back
Candace
some
right
good
there.
intel.
Intel? Huh, this is starting to sound intense.
That's the type of prep you do before a major battle. Are we playing some sort of offensive?
Of course. What better way to protect the students than to sweep through the desert and rid it of all potential dangers? Not a bad plan, right? You in?
Not the best time for jokes, Dia. Besides, when it comes to striking down danger, the Traveler is a man on a mission. He might take you up on that offer.
Defeating anything that might pose a threat? Oh, even if the Traveler worked non-stop, that could still take years. We'd have to stop traveling. Oh, Paimon doesn't even want to think about that.
Who knows how many enemies there are?
Time would be the least of our problems. Some dangers aren't visible to the naked eye, like the scorpions burrowed underground, or the terrifying raptors sleeping in the trees. You can't get rid of them until they jump out to attack you. For situations like these, we'd have to combine Madame Farazan's recommendations with Amber's approach to scouting, calculating our chances of encountering enemies and our expected operation times.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pencils down, everyone. That was just a joke.
The Security Division's goal is a lot simpler, actually. We're just here to ensure that fieldwork teams include trained combat personnel. Some of this work has been entrusted to the Blazing Beasts and other mercenaries, but members of investigation teams who pass the combat test can also qualify. Before an investigation team is allowed to head into a dangerous area, the group must include at least 2 professionals who have passed the assessment. And Dia and I were just out collecting intel on the best place to hold the test.
We found a domain filled with monsters and bandits of all levels. Hopefully, they don't mind us borrowing their stomping ground for a bit. It'll only cost them a few smacks on the head.
I love that Dia.
So we just need to supervise,
The hot, tough
right?
mama.
That's right. Participant safety is our utmost priority. So we'll organize a group of capable personnel to take it in shifts.
We still need to figure out our testing metrics, though. Fighting is different from an actual exam, and there's no one right answer. Mercenaries like me, we all have our own style. That's not a problem in actual combat, but when it comes to teaching, we tend to stick too much to what we're used to. So, we need someone to give us a baseline. Someone who has the experience, but also takes a more flexible approach in combat.
That's my specialty. Leave it to me.
Yeah, based on what you just described, the Traveler seems like the perfect person for the job.
Great. Working with you is always a pleasure, Traveler. Smooth as butter on a steak.
Don't forget about compensation for the Traveler and Paimon, Dia. You agreed without doing the math first.
Ah, it's fine. We'll just split the funds Kale wrangled for us, 20-80. 10 for me, 10 for you, 80 for the 2 of them.
Wait, we're getting 80%?
You heard her. That seems like a bit much.
Don't sweat it. We're just in charge of the long-term operations. You're the one setting the metrics for the whole thing. So I think we got the better end of the deal. We've talked about a partnership in the past, haven't we? Well then, consider this the perfect place to start.
Then I'll draw up a detailed overview of the compensation so it's clear for everyone.
That'd be great.
And don't worry, Miss Candace. About that piece of land you're leasing to the academia, the one used for grain storage, I managed to get them to agree to a 30% increase in their rent payments.
Oh, thank you. Those funds will go to fixing up some of the village facilities, which should make for a more comfortable experience when investigation teams stop there in the future. Alright, we should finish up our arrangements for the combat test. Stop by our station when you're ready, Traveler.
See you soon.
Oh, you sure are the beating heart of this operation, Kale. You brought the whole gang together.
Oh,
Indeed, she did.
No. I'm just doing what I can. I still have so much to learn, so much work to coordinate. But for now, let's just give it our all.
You bet! We'll make the Fieldwise Center the best it can be!
Alright. In the home base of the Fieldwise Center, you can talk to companions or workers at the locations of specific programs to initiate challenges or learn relevant information, thereby aiding the corresponding development of varied programs. Yep, and that's where we're going to call it a day for today, folks. I know it's not as long as my usual, but that's just the things. I have a prior engagement with my older brother. We're going to be getting over onto some Warframe for the night. And I'm going to try to squeeze out as much as I can before I start getting sleepy. That way, tomorrow though, I will be far more refreshed and willing to be more energetic and razzmatazz y'all. Anyways, you folks have been awesome. So, stay tuned for tomorrow. Remember to game on and be excellent to each other. Until then, the corner's not closed, so skedaddle. See ya!